Hi, my name's Katherine, and I'm going to talk about a couple of times where I had some nice experiences in Sahaja yoga, kind of seeing different things, unusual things. The first time, or one of the first times, was I was feeling very sad and a bit depressed really. My dad had just died, so I was going through quite a difficult time, and anyway, one night I was trying to get to sleep, but I was feeling very, very bad indeed, and I think I was crying. And I was saying to Shimataji, you know, please help me, Shimataji, what can I do? Please help me through this difficult time. And feeling really wretched. But then I looked up, and there was this amazing, sparkly, like living, breathing shape just above my head as I was lying down. It totally took my attention off myself and all the anguish that I was feeling. I was studying it, and I thought, is this something, or is it a reflection, and what can it be? So I carefully looked around the room to see if it could be a reflection and analysing it. And then I thought, gosh, no, this is something. And so I continued looking at it, and like I say, it was about this big. It was golden. It was kind of sparkly, and it was almost like it was breathing. It felt like something living, but not something we'd ever kind of seen before. But the main thing was that it took my attention completely away from myself, and I felt extremely comforted. I felt totally secure, and I really felt that Shimataji was looking after me, and she was giving me a sign that don't worry, things are going to be all right, and I know, I understand. And because I was so amazed at this shape, or this vision, I was looking at it, and then it started to come towards me, and that gave me a little bit of a panic. I was a little bit scared, and inside my head I was like, oh no, don't come too close. And the funny thing was, it then stopped and started to move very slowly back to its original position, so it could read my mind, which made me feel even more secure within myself, that it was totally kind of understanding me. And anyway, that night I went to bed feeling much better and totally secure, and feeling much better than before. And then it disappeared, obviously, in the morning. I have another occasion where something spectacular happened. We were in Italy many years later. We were going to a realisation event, and when I got there, I felt that the vibrations were really strong. I could feel them affecting my subtle system, buzzing and feeling more and more lightness and alive within myself. So I sat down to meditate, and I ended up meditating for quite some time. It was a very nice meditation. And then I raised my kundalini and put my bandana on, and then went out to join the other yogis who were chatting. And as I came out of the little canopy thing, it was about dusk, the time of day, and it was getting a little bit dark. And when I came out, I thought, oh, look at that! There's someone's put the Christmas light, or light Christmas lights. I think it was it wasn't Christmas, or maybe the fairground lights, because there was lots of stalls and different things going on in this realisation event. And I thought, oh, they must have put some kind of great lights on. It was all twinkly and light. But then I noticed that, you know, as I moved my head like this to look up and then to that way, they were like beams coming out the top of my head from around here. So when I moved, I could see the light move with my head. And it was like thousands of beams going right up to the sky, and with brilliant light up there. It's like a human torch coming out of my head. And I thought, wow, I've never experienced anything like that. I was kind of moving my head around thinking, hey, and then I thought, oh, I'll tell someone, I've got to go and tell someone. And then as I went over to tell someone, you know, can you see the light coming out the top of my head? It faded and disappeared. But anyway, you know, it was a really lovely experience. But what I gather from these couple of occasions and experiences is that really, you know, there's so much more going on that we don't realise, and there probably is light coming out of all of us all the time, you know, going here and there, and we just can't see it. And I feel very privileged and comforted to have had a couple of experiences where I can maybe know that there's more to life than what we just see.
Okay, thank you very much.